Hey, what's up, y'all? It's YORO, and I'm back continuing Higurashi. I checked the date on my last save here. Uh, January 17th. It has been that long since I played. A lot has happened since then, honestly. But, of course, not a moment has passed in this nightmare, so... And it is October, so... what better time than to jump back in? You'll have to excuse me on, any maybe little details that might slip my mind here or there. I still have my notes and stuff, and I just loading in and thinking about things. It's all coming back to me. What just happened with Keiichi and Rena in that damn rain, and Rena outside. What Keiichi did to her and the way she reacted as she stood out there, and what that means now for Keiichi, for his situation. It has been absolute just paranoia, and he broke. He has just been whittling away this whole time, and he's just explosively just all came out in that moment, and he hurt her. He hurt her very, very badly. And these are things that I talked about before, but it's just talking about it now after all this time is damn, it's getting me back in the zone for it, man. I'm not good with horror, guys. I'm not. Again, this is the guy who peeked through his fingers for the entirety of Doki Doki Literature Club. I am a bitch when it comes to horror, But the story of this, the mystery, the writing is just it's well worth it to me just to see it through. But goddamn, if I'm just not just seeing Keiichi just completely unravel throughout everything, as I'm remembering everything, it's yeah, it's just, and I think what just happened is a true breaking point, and here we are again. I guess I should stop stalling now. Thank you if you've returned to this playthrough, to watching this playthrough after so long, or if you're just watching it at all. I appreciate it. With that being said, let's continue this goddamn nightmare. My goodness. Oh, back like I never left. Got the pillow. Got the red lighting back. I am playing while there's still daylight outside. Fucking sue me. I guess I'd be lying if I said I didn't get any sleep. I tried to stay awake all night, but there were definitely gaps in my memory. I guess I kept nodding off and jerking awake in a panic all night. I feel too close to the screen, man. I feel too close, man. I have to get used to this shit again, dude. I'm gonna keep one hand on a headphone here, just slightly off my ear. Gives me some kind of... Man, I'm such a bitch. I spent all night hugging the metal bat and sat on top of the futon I used to barricade my door. Waiting, watching, just in case someone tried to break in through my window. If I left this spot, someone would break through the door, sending the futon flying, and attack me. That's how it feels, yeah. And could very well happen. Keiichi is so fucked. He is so fucked. He was already fucked. He is already just this helpless fish being dangled off by Oishi. That's his name, right? And they've said that a lot, but it's just... It is so ridiculously, fucked how fucked he is. You know what I mean? It's just it's too much, man. And, there's no way he makes it through this chapter. But this chapter is... It's the intro chapter, right? So that's the importance. But I feel like... And my hope is, no matter what happens to Keiichi by the end here, it will not be in vain. His contingency plan as far as leaving behind something for his parents to understand what happened to him, or, just that kind of insurance. Of course it doesn't save him. Nothing really saves him at this point that I can see. I mean, I'd be very pleasantly surprised if he got away in any sense. But, it won't be in vain, hopefully. no matter what happens. But Keiichi's my boy. Let's see what happens. But if I stopped watching the window, someone would break through the glass and attack me. I tried telling myself I was just being paranoid, but I couldn't sleep. The thought of being so vulnerable scared the living daylights out of me. If sleep meant taking that risk, I didn't need it. It doesn't help, but yeah, it's just, I mean, what can you do? It was so much better to just stay awake. At some point during that endless cycle of nodding off and jolting awake, light began to shine outside. But that was it. It wasn't so much the morning as it was just the sun simply having risen. I snuck a peek out through the curtains. Fuck. Rena was gone. I couldn't see her anywhere no matter how hard I looked. Finally, I could breathe a deep sigh of relief. The night was finally over. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tired, but I didn't feel like sleeping at the moment. I still had time. Some, I'm sure. But I needed to make my own breakfast, so I'd better get started soon. Where we left off was the end of chapter 11, it said. I wonder how many more are left. We have to be getting close to the end, I'd imagine, but we'll see. That is a scary thought in itself, and I'm sure we'll take us full circle to how this chapter started. Skipping school was also an option. With my mom gone, it'd be easy to play hooky. Honestly, I debated it. The risk involved in leaving my house was incalculable. So staying holed up in here was probably my safest option at this point. But staying here wouldn't solve anything. Uishi, okay, that is his name. Thank you, brain. Uishi-san wouldn't help me without cold, hard evidence. Fucking Uishi, man. Like, I'm glad somebody is trying, despite the fear, despite the political influence, or, you know, whatever. But, like, why? Him using Keiichi is just so desperate. It's so cruel, man. Neither he nor my parents. So, unless I found some sort of proof, these relentless nights would never end. Dude, do we have like a tape recorder? Like a fucking, like, you know, just put it like in your pocket, like in your shirt pocket or something? Like a fucking, I don't know. What year is it again? I know we don't have like smartphones or some shit, or do we? I forget what year it is, but I don't think we're at that point yet. Regardless, it's like, there has to be a way, man. I know we're in a small little village and, you know, there ain't a Walmart we can get some shit from, but god damn it. I stretched my body, tilted my head back, and closed my eyes just like I did every morning. Did I miss that last line? So unless I found some sort of proof, these relentless lights would never end. Yep. Alright, Keiichi. Alright, Keiichi Maibara. Let's see what you got. And I absolutely love the way he's resolved himself in certain moments, but it's too much, man. I regulated my breathing and regained my senses. Calm down, Keiichi Maibara. Let's go to school. Oh, Keiichi, why? Let's wait until they set their trap for me. But that didn't mean I was just going to twiddle my thumbs, okay? I needed to avoid that trap and secure irrefutable evidence. My boy. Oh, he is so brave, man. He is so fucking brave. I would hole up in the house. It wouldn't solve anything, and it'd just be a ticking time bomb to me, you know, dying, or like anyone, right? Like, I'm sure most people, like, you know, what would you do? But like I mean, what else can he do, right? That's like the only thing. But I respect it. For him to be so proactive. I love him as a protagonist, man. I'm not ready to see what happens to him. Take note of the plates of any car that drives by. If I see someone suspicious, check their clothes and face. I wasn't just protecting myself, I was preparing myself to turn their attack against them and retaliate. Okay, I like it. The tension was similar to when two samurai were both aiming to slay each other with a single motion as they drew their katanas. I was not at a disadvantage. I would have a chance to retaliate. I finally felt a bit of courage growing in my chest. I love it. It's not going to last, but I love this. It carries him forward. The chapter ends when he can't resolve himself anymore. It's over. He has to keep going. All right, let's go to school. I tightened my grip on Satoshi's bat. R.I.P. Satoshi, man. Oh my god. I'm just remembering all the scenes. He was the only partner I could count on. Our boy. Satoshi, please lend me your strength. And entrust your dying regrets to me, since you were probably murdered. Yeah. I'll make sure I dispel them. I like it. Well, let's see. With renewed resolve, I checked the clock. It was still early. Of course, I was going to school by myself today. If I didn't want to run into Rena or Mion, I needed to leave now. Okay. Come on. That's the fucked up part. It doesn't have to be them. It's everyone. It's everyone. It's the whole village. The fear is so palpable. It's so like, and no one's gonna break the status quo. Like the Onikakushi, like the fucking this village of demons. Like it's not folklore. It's like the belief itself just makes it real. It's so just. Oh Yashiro! The shattered fragments of the cupboard were still strewn all over the entryway. Right. I meant to clean that up last night, but never got around to it with the phone call and everything. If my parents came back and saw this while I was at school, I would never hear the end of it. Still, I'd be wasting time if I cleaned it up right now, and considering what would happen if I ran into Rena or Mion. It wouldn't be too late to clean it up after I got back home. Okay, I like the way he's thinking. He has to go now. You can explain that later, sure. You get in trouble, like whatever. This is, yeah. Making extra certain that the doors were locked, I left the house. And he would still have time before they got home, like he said, so. Okay, yep, door's locked. Great. I mean, locks only keep out honest people, but you know, it's still good to do. My uniform was still covered in mud from yesterday, so I left it in the washer. Today I was going to go to school in a tracksuit. By wearing a different outfit this morning, my mind was forced to accept that today was different from yesterday. That's a good, like, psychological thing. I had a hunch. Oh my god, today might be the day I get killed. Even Keiichi feels the death flags. My boy's always had good instincts. Two good instincts. Keep your guard up, Keiichi Maibara. The only one who gets to decide if today is my last is me. I love it. Love that so much. It's never that simple, ever. Oh, fuck. Okay, yep, we're going through town, keeping our eyes peeled. And here we are. Those damn Higurashi. Okay. Did he even see anyone on his way there? I know he left early. But what if everyone's gone? Can you imagine if just like everyone was in on it? Like they were all informed after what happened to Rena, and then it's just they all like converge on him like the fucking folklore. I don't know. I spent the morning practicing my swing like it was my natural routine. After a while, Rena arrived at school. Hi, Rena. Hello. Our eyes met, but we said nothing. Rena said nothing about last night. That is the most terrifying thing that could happen. As if it never happened. But I could see that those events were real by the wounds carved into her fingers. Can't go back. I just heard her telling Satoko and the others that the bandages were from hurting herself in the kitchen. She didn't tell them, truly? Or is that... I wonder if that's a front to keep Keiichi, like, from panicking, or if that's truly her. I think Rena, on some level, of course, she has her care for Keiichi. She is manipulated by Mion, and of course, like, indoctrinated to the whole belief and fear of Oyashiro, especially from her own experience of being fucking traumatized even after she left, you know? But there's, like, I don't know, maybe that's that little something that's still there that she didn't say anything. Maybe she didn't fully report on what happened, and that was just her excuse. I don't know. Either way, Keiichi's fucked, but I like that about Rena, you know. It's not as simple as just them being controlled. There's some conflict there, obviously, you know, which is nice, you know. It's not going to change too much. Might buy him some more time, but, you know, that's all we can ask for. Though it wasn't like it bothered me. The details that Oishi-san shared about Rena's incident before her transfer played vividly in my mind. Now that I knew about it, I couldn't even dream of Rena as a cute, ideal girl. She's hurt, man. She's just a broken girl like everyone else here. The audio is so loud. The audio is so loud in my headphones. I'm not ready. Oh, and I think oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna drink some water. Smug ass Mion, like she doesn't know what's up. It was Mion. I had already sensed her approach, so I wasn't that surprised.
ミヨンか。分かってるなら放っておいてくれよ。
Straight to it.
俺は甲子園で忙しいんだ。
I gave her a curt reply without my usual jokes. Yeah, he's done trying to mess around or even like pretend things are okay. They both know. Then I gave the bat an even larger swing, tacitly keeping Mion from getting any closer. Smart.
ケイちゃんさ、ちょっと休憩。
Not that she would act alone, you know, but you never know who's around. I think Mion got the message, but she still urged me to give it a rest.
ホームルームまであとちょっとだろ。もう一汗かかせてくれよ。
Okay. She's about to get real. She's about to go mafia boss Mion on us, man. I feel it. I swung the bat even harder as a sign of my refusal. Like he's fighting. This is his like rejection. This is his refusal. Like, but she's about to be like, look, motherfucker.
ケイちゃんって野球好きだったっけ？
God, I hate when they're indirect like that. Oh my god.
最近好きになった。
Just recently.
最近って昨日から？
分かってんなら聞くなよ。
Have you noticed me lifting my mic up higher and higher? I don't know why I have the face cam at this point. Maybe it's just for you to see how scared I am. I mean, that is the point, but yes.
あれまあ。スポーツマンにしては爽やかじゃないお返事だことで。
気が散る。放っておいてくれ。
Go away. I ignored Mion and kept swinging. Here it comes, Mafia Boss Mion. About to tell you about the gabagool. Oh boy. Okay. This is torturous. Normally she'd get mad or bored and leave if someone gave her the cold shoulder like this. But Mion just stood there, waiting patiently for me to stop swinging. Yeah, today's the day. Today's the day. Oh, Keiichi. Oh, Keiichi. I think this is the last chapter, but we'll see. I didn't sense any hostility, but we were at school, in plain view. I doubt she'd suddenly attack me here. There's no safe place, Keiichi. It's the whole village. It's everywhere. You know this, but... They established the rule so that they can break it when it's time. I doubt she'd suddenly attack me here, or was that too naive? I mean, I don't even know at this point, man. We'll have to see. Still, I was starting to get tired. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad to take a break and hear her out. Oh my god, Keiichi.
何か用なんだろう。なんだよ。
A high school boy can only do so much, man. His mental can only take so much. So I don't blame him for any way he acts or any place he thinks is safe or anything. I just don't know if it's going to happen here, right? So we'll see. Sweat poured from me as I stopped swinging. I noticed my shoulders were heaving as I breathed. I cursed my lack of exercise. At this rate, I might not be able to move as needed when the time came. I should probably keep practicing my swings to build stamina, in addition to the excuse for carrying the bat around with me.
用ってわけでもないけどさ。
Uh-huh, go on.
お疲れのようなら後にするけど。
Sure.
今でいい。
Oh, okay, Keiichi's pressing the issue. He doesn't want any more suspense. He just... Come on, let's get to it. I'm only dealing with you right now because I judge this situation to be safe. Okay, yeah. That's the thing. Okay. Talking to you alone and away from others, that's out of the question.
さ。
Uh-huh. She gonna talk about Rena? Miono's uncharacteristically trying to choose her words. Oh no. But unlike Uishi-san, it didn't look like she was going to talk about something I'd rather not hear. Okay. Miono's puzzled, trying to find the right thing to say. Interesting. But then she gave a hearty laugh to break herself out of that mire. Haha.
おじさんダメだわこういうの。
She's like, let's see, how do I tell you you're about to die? Hahaha. No, seriously, what is it?
ボキャ品はつらいわ。
I mean, I feel that, but what's up?
なんだよ突然。言いたいことがあるならはっきりと言えよ。
Yeah, come on. God. Oh my god, they're so good at building the suspense. Just hit me with it. Oh my god.
やめてよ。素振り。
There it is. She cut straight to the point. Her request was so frank, I didn't understand it for a moment. I'd already stopped swinging to listen to her, hadn't I?
ちゃんとやめてるだろ。
じゃなくて今日で終わりにしてほしいの。
Wow.
悪いけど。
And she can say that. She can just be like, drop your weapon. I don't want to see you with your weapon after today. She can say that. And Keiichi can't do shit about it, because if he does, then that's it. He knows he's fucked. Oh my god. He's like, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want anyone who I'm going to send after you to get hurt. Just, stop it. Wow. So straight to the point, like, oh my god. It took me some time to understand what she was asking for. What's wrong with swinging a bat?
なんでだよ。余計なお世話だよ。別に誰にも迷惑かけてないだろ。
Ah,
かけてる。
you are. Mion said it flat out. This didn't make any sense, and that was really irritating.
俺がいつ誰に迷惑をかけたよ。
Mion was at a loss for words, but she finally made up her mind and spoke. Okay, here we go. Though she stuttered as she said it.
だってさケイちゃんそれ人のバットだしさ無断借用は悪いし。
Oh my god.
転校した生徒の忘れ物だろ。
I like that he didn't crack and be like, that was killed, right? And like, he's maintaining some sort of the facade. They both are, right? Because they have to. It's a very thin veil because they both know what's up, but it's like, he's still smart for doing it. Even as direct as they're being now, it's slowly coming off.
本人が取りに来るまで借りてるだけだよ。
ああまあね転校したし。
Yeah. Jesus. Mion grew uncharacteristically flustered. That made it all too clear that his transfer was a lie. Yeah. It's interesting. I wonder if Mion didn't expect him to, like, go with that, right? It, like, threw her off that he put it in the way that was the cover story. She's like, yeah, transferred, yeah.
でも変わってるよな。兄貴だけ転校なんだろ。
Uh-huh.
妹は転校しなかったんだろ。
Mion couldn't hide her reaction as my words shook her up.
ケイちゃん知ってたの？
You know what he knows. Stop it.
北条聡志。聡子の兄貴だろ。
Yeah?
去年鬼隠しにあって消えた。
Demoned away. Unable to respond to that, Mion fell silent.
レナにも言われた。なんで素振りを始めたのかってな。サトシもやってたんだってな。素振り。それも 失踪の直前に。
Went missing.
これってさ、お社様のたたり
Oh
に合う
my
前
god,
兆って
Cage.
わけなのか
Okay, he's not. Alright, he's. The veil's off. And I wonder if Mion is truly surprised that he knows this. I know she was saying it before, like to get in his head, to be like, there's nothing you can learn or say or go that I don't know about. That's a fear tactic, right? But I wonder if he should have been saying all this. Mion panicked and looked around.
頼むよケイちゃん。お社様の話はうかつにしないでよ。私はそんなに信じてないからいいけどさ、他のみんなはすごく信じてる。レナなんかやばいくらいに。
Yeah, you would know. You use it to fucking mess with her. And everyone else, I
や
guess.
ばいくらいに。
No, it's not just Mion, of course. It's just her family. Dangerously so?
とにかく、みんな怖がってるんだよ。
I wonder if he could use Oyashiro against them. It won't work against Mion, but it might work against the others. I don't know.
もしもこれが悪ふざけならやめな。サトシの真似は絶対にやめて。
Wow. I was the one who was scared. Who do I have to thank for taking up this bat in the first place? But it still unsettled me knowing that my actions were overlapping with Satoshi's. It would be one thing if someone suggested it, but I thought I was making my own decisions. Dude, when we learned that, oh my god, when he was walking like with Rena, or I say with, quote unquote, when she was following him, oh my god, when we learned that it was the exact same shit that he did, that Satoshi did as Keiichi, oh my goodness. That fucked me up, man.
先に言っとく。俺はサトシのことは何も知らない。みんなが隠してたからな。
Yeah.
隠してたってわけじゃ。
毎年起こる事件のことを隠してたろ。
Ooh, okay.
それはケイちゃんを。
Why is she acting so nervous? Is she stalling? What is she doing? I don't understand her reaction to this conversation. Maybe she is truly surprised at how much he knows and that he's being so confrontational about it, but let's see.
怖がらせたくなかったってのか。それが理由で俺だけのけ者かよ。
いや、そんなつもりじゃ。
ミオンに直にダム現場で事件がなかったかって聞いたよな。ミオンはないって言ったじゃないか。バラバラ殺人があったのによ。嘘つき野郎。
嘘だ。
ごめん。嘘ってわけじゃ。
嘘だ。
仲間ってのは隠し事なんかなしだろ。そうだろ。じゃあお前らは仲間じゃない。
Oh my goodness.
ケイちゃん、そんなのって。
Mion looked helpless and flustered. Was I imagining the tears in her eyes? I don't understand her reaction. She's already confronted him in a very menacing in her mob boss Mion way, right? Just like act right, don't, like, there's nothing you can do or say or learn that I don't know about, so fucking, like, stop and, like, get in line and just, like, dude. So why is she acting so thrown off? This has to be an act, or, I don't know, did Eiichi somehow crack through to her as a person? I don't know. I never could have imagined Mion acting like this.
ああ、それに先日の見舞いのおはぎ、あれうまかったぜ。血が出るかと思った。
Oh wow. He's bringing up everything. He's gotta get it out.
やったのはどっちだ。お前か、レナか。
私。
It was Mion. Okay. So, okay, it's relieving to me that Rena wasn't the one who did it, but... Like, Mion. Why are you acting like this now? She admitted it so easily. I couldn't help but be surprised at how easy that was.
死ぬかもしれなかったんだぞ。仲間にあんな真似をするのかよ。
そんなちょっとしたいたずらじゃん。
What is going on? Mion gave me a wry smile mixed with confusion, causing me even more anger to well up inside me. Is she trying to, like... Is she just deliberately fucking with him? Like, what is this?
あれがいたずらで済むかよ
I grabbed Mion by the collar and lifted her up. Oh my goodness. That wasn't the same as putting Tabasco sauce in a piece of mochi. It was a needle, a sewing needle. If I had swallowed that and it launched into my throat, what did she think would happen? Mion's face froze as her body rattled in fear. This wasn't the Mion Sonozaki I knew
と
anymore.
にかくお前は仲間じゃない仲間じゃない奴の指図は受ける言われはない俺のことは当分放っておいてもらうぜいいな
Wow. That is as direct as it gets. Mion wasn't replying anymore. But man, that's like a genuine reaction from Mion. She's just like taking it, she's just listening. And I'm glad Keiichi is like brave enough to like stand up for himself. I don't know about like grabbing her and all that. I understand his fear and frustration and anger, but it's like I don't know what's about to happen because of this.
俺を消そうとしても簡単にはいかないからな、お前らは最初から警察に疑われてんだ
Wow.
サトシを消せたように簡単に消せると思うなよ
Wow, 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 wow. I said it clearly. Don't get clearer than that. This was my declaration of war. Oh my goodness. I love it, but I am so scared for Keiichi. I love this though. But this is not good. This is not good. It was one thing that Rena apparently didn't tell anyone what happened last night, but this to Mion herself? Oh, Keiichi. Balls of steel. But what else is he gonna do?
俺も過去の事件はお前らが怪しいと思ってるダムの反対運動の時からお前が警察の世話になってたこともよく知ってる隠しきれてると思うなよいいな
If they thought you knew too much before, they definitely think so now, Keiichi. Whatever gut feeling he had about this being his last day, he just made it come true. Keiichi. Mion is only human. They only have so many people that can constantly monitor him or listen to overhear every conversation he has. I don't think that he knew all this. This is not good.
どうしてそんなことまで
Is she trying to verify his information source? That it is from Oishi? Is she trying to learn so she can snuff them both out? Oh my god. Mion stood there with a dumbstruck look on her face. This is such bullshit. She is such a good actor. That was when I heard the principal ringing the bell for school. It was time for morning homeroom, but I don't even know what to think anymore. I don't know how much is genuine and how much is surprise. It doesn't make sense for it to be genuine after everything that's happened, but it could be somewhat genuine. It could be both, right? It was time for morning
行こうぜ
homeroom.
委員長がいないとまずいだろ
At that moment, for the first time, I realized Mion was sobbing as tears ran down her cheeks.
ひどいよケイちゃん
What the fuck? This is not the Mion we know.
み
I wanted to console her, but I shut my mouth. I had no need to feel guilty.
俺行くぜホームルーム遅れるなよ
I left Mion still shaking as I turned around to head for the entrance. Oh, it's over. Even if this is a genuine reaction, which I don't know, it honestly doesn't matter, because Keiichi's so fucked now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Her sadness, no matter how genuine, is going to turn to wrath so soon. Oh my god. She could be shaking for anger, shaking with anger right now for all we know. Oh my god. You said all that to the mob boss herself, Keiichi. I respect it. I love the declaration of war. But it's just, I don't know, man. I had no idea how troubling it was to make a girl cry. Behind my back, I could hear her muttering. It was a faint mutter as she was speaking to herself. Oh no. Oh no.
そっか。
Oh, there it is, dude. Oh, I knew it. I mean, of course. How else would she respond after the initial reaction? I think it was genuine. I think as a person she was hurt. But that is just her as a person. Who she is, the new Sonozaki, Mion, her duty, her role in this village, that mask can come on in an instant. It is on now. Oh my god.
Eh?
Keiichi, you're so fucked. You're so fucked, man. Oh, Keiichi, that was his biggest blunder this whole time. I respected it, but it was that was too much, man. It's so understandable, but it's, oh my god. She wasn't saying it to anyone. It was Mion talking to herself. It was a sobbing voice that had a kind of giddy, cursing tone. Oh my god. She has a cruelty for sure. The mask is on. I inadvertently stopped and turned back towards her. Oh my
ケイちゃ
god.
んに全部バラし
Oh
たの。
my god, those eyes. Oh
あの
my
野郎
god.
か。
That is the scariest artwork of eyes I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god. Oh. And she knows. They already knew about Oishi. They just didn't know how much he told him, but now they know. They're both fucked. They're both so fucked. Keiji has doomed them both. And it's not his fault. This should have never happened, but here we are. Fuck me, dude. This is gonna hurt to watch. She balled up her fists as her tears continue to rain down. Oh my god, she's so hurt and so wrathful. It's both. It is both. She glared at a spot at the ground with a terrifying yet smiling face, cursing. Oh my god. A chill ran down my spine from that demonic expression. This transformation, Mion's transformation, was different from Rena's. She has become a demon. She went straight Onikakushi, dude.
あ
Oh
の
my
時
god.
殺しとくんだったな。
Wow. Wow. Oh my god.
今年で定年だからって容赦してやった恩を忘れやがって。
Dude, she was gonna kill him back then, but she was merciful because he was gonna retire? Oh, it's done. Dude, this fucking sprite. Holy fuck, dude. Not sprite, but you know, this CG. Holy shit. Holy fuck, man. Declaration of war, indeed. Retiring this year. Keiichi thought it was his declaration, but it was Mion's. Oh my god. Was she talking about Oishi-san? Yes, dude.
くしょう。ちくしょう。あのじじい。
Oh my god.
絶対に殺してやる。
Going full demon. Full Naruto mode, man. Jesus. Felt like the air itself had begun distorting. With Mion at the center, the world had begun to twist and spiral. Oh. Dude, I love the way that was said. Bending. Whirling. This is the first time I'd known, no, experienced such a visage. Holy shit. Holy shit. And then she goes back to class president. Oh my god, it's done. It's done. This is the last chapter. It's over. It's over. Keiichi. You tried so hard, buddy. You tried so fucking hard. It was finally too much. She broke him. And I guess vice versa. She broke as well. Mion made up an excuse for her red eyes by saying there was something wrong with her contacts. After that, neither Rena nor Mion spoke to me for the rest of the day. Neither Satoko nor Rika-chan looked me in the eye. The wrath is directed at Uishi right now. Not at Keiichi currently. I'm not naive enough to think he's gonna be safe because he knows all this. Of course he's not safe. Of course he's fucked. But he might have a little more time because I think Oishi has priority. We'll see. Neither Satoko nor Rika-chan looked me in the eye. Oh my god, they know. They know. Strangely, I didn't feel hurt. Everything had just went back to the way it was. The month since I transferred in had been almost too much fun. It's only been a month, man. That was all. School was supposed to be something like this to begin with. I should have disliked that feeling, but today it felt oddly refreshing. The bell rung, sounding the end of the monotonous school day, which had felt so tense yet so dull. Since it would cause a lot of unpleasant memories if they asked me to join in to the club activities, I promptly started preparing to go home without even looking at them. I stuffed the contents of my desk into my bag, wrapped my hand around Satoshi's now familiar bat, and began heading towards the entrance. They're still gonna ask him to stay. No? I guess that's it then. No more pretending. I was assailed by both the exhausting relief that nothing had happened today and the tiring possibility of the same thing repeating tomorrow. But deep down inside me, far beneath in the recesses of my heart, achingly I knew this would be the last day of this cycle. Godspeed, Keiichi. Godspeed. Let's see what we can do, buddy. I couldn't tell how the ending would be. Whether it would end as I wished it to end, or if it would end as I hoped it wouldn't. Regardless, in my current state, there was something more important than how things would end. There was something I wanted to know. This is something he said before. He knows he's fucked, but he wants to know. He has to know the truth for himself. He knows he can't save himself. He knows it's his last day, but he has to know. I want to know too. Why did I have to be killed? Yeah. How did it come to this? I don't know, buddy. Probably the worst village in the world you could have picked. Why? Oh, that your family could have moved to. For what purpose? The sunlight was relentless. The sun, the heat, even the air. It wouldn't give me my answers. Or could it be that the cries of the Higurashi were desperately trying to tell me something? Maybe so. Somewhere mixed in with their shrieks, Tomitake-san and Satoshi were also probably trying to tell me something. Man, all the people that have died, and those two in particular, the bros. Tomitake for telling Keiichi what he did, and then promptly dying afterward. That's how you know that you die for knowing. Satoshi, his legacy, the bat, his actions, his desperate struggle to survive. Keiichi following those same steps, but feeling strength from, Satoshi's resistance, He's the only one left. And Oishi. I simply haven't been able to realize it yet. When I do realize it, I wonder if I will be amongst the Higurashi, fruitlessly crying to the next victim. Wow! Oh shit! So that's what it is. Higurashi when they cry. The victims crying to the next victim. Because the fact that you always hear the Higurashi in this village, and just the amount of victims over the years, they all cry for the next one. That is insane. Goddamn this writing, man. As terrified as I am, I love the writing in this VN so much. And now we got the title drop meeting, hell yeah. Glancing down at my feet, I saw Higurashi on its back, spasming weakly. Oh, is that supposed to be you? Bui, bui, bui. There was still much of the summer left, yet this one was already chirping its last song. Indeed. I couldn't tell what it was saying, no matter how hard I listened. But I had to try. Why not? I had to try to listen to what it was desperately trying to tell me. Whoa. At that moment, the shrills of the Higurashi ceased all at once. As if they had huddled together, fearing that the person who'd brought them to their dreadful fate had arrived. It's time. Oh my god, the fact that the Higurashi went silent, dude, is that real, man? Oh my god. But it's time. That's the signal. There was no mistaking it. A presence was approaching. Time to go out swinging. Literally, Keiichi, come on. Come on, buddy. The sound of footsteps was almost non-existent. If the Higurashi hadn't warned me by ending their chirping, I wouldn't have noticed. Thanks, bros. Thanks, bros. They're trying to help you out, man. Oh, man, that's so crazy. The victims. Holy fuck. My exhaustion left me in a heartbeat. In its place was a rush of adrenaline that sharpened all of my senses. Let's go. Ultra instinct, baby. I was just barely able to hold back that creeping, suffocating feeling of horror. Hold it off. Stave it off as much as you can, man. It wasn't something I could hold back for long. Okay. But in this moment when I needed to be razor sharp, I was able to retain my composure. Good. The human body is amazing, man. When we're in that kind of danger, in that kind of situation, fight or flight. Whew. I wasn't going to shout like I did yesterday. I hid myself calmly amongst the trees, waiting for my pursuer's shadow. Yes, hunt them back. Could I get them to pass by me? No, since I was able to hear their footsteps, they were probably also able to hear mine. Yeah, they know you're here for sure. Mion's wrath was literally palpable. Do you remember the way they described it? It twisted like the air. It was like whirling, like it is. Oh my god, her gaze, like demonic. This, and and for her, I say it was the mask, but it's hard to tell what even is the mask for her at this point. If anything, it's like half a mask, right? Because she's still a person, but goddamn, does she play the role that she has played as the Sonozaki? Does she play it very, very well? She is like truly a demon of this village. So that ain't Keiichi ain't getting away from that, but he is going to fight, man. Come on. You might have already been able to tell that I'd hidden myself and was holding my breath. The person tailing me, was it Rena? Just like yesterday? No, there's no way it's Rena. They wouldn't send her twice. It's gonna be way worse. If it was Rena, I wouldn't hold back. I could just yell at her and make her go ahead like yesterday. If it wasn't Rena, it would depend on how they acted, I guess. Keiichi's too good of a person to react in the way that would help him survive in this situation, I think. And even then, that probably wouldn't be enough. The footsteps ambled closer. I swallowed, wiped my clammy hands on my pants, and readjusted the grip on the bat. Dude, my stomach is so fucking tight right now. I have to breathe so intensely, like every time I finish a line. I could tell that the fear that I had beaten back once was now waiting for another opening to come at me. Who could it be? I peeked out from behind the tree at the person following me. Oh, it is Rena. Okay. Wow. Dude, that grin. That fucking grin, dude. Holy fuck. But Rena, really? Has she resolved herself? It was after being hurt, did she just say fuck it? Did she just let go of all care? Oh my goodness. Honestly, I'd rather deal with Demon Mion. Demon Rena is just so unsettling to me. That Usoda moment is like etched into my fucking like... to my soul, man. My imagination hadn't led me astray. It was Rena. There was a bit of relief as I realized it was someone I knew. But that feeling left me in an instant. This wasn't the same Rena that I knew. Oh, no, buddy. Yes. It is not the same. That is, yeah. You can tell that much. Ain't no going back to before you smashed your fingers. Her eyes were dark and lifeless, but her mouth appeared as if it was carved into a crescent. Yes, it looked like she was grinning slightly. I need more water, dude. Alright, I have another bottle of water here. I finished the first one. Ooh, okay. I can kind of breathe again. Oh my god. Oh, the hatchet. Is that the same hatchet? Oh my fucking goodness. It's time. Intro of this VN. It's time. It's fucking time, dude. It's time. Rena's the final boss. How cruel. And in her right hand was a hatchet. How cruel. She ain't gonna run away this time, man. Can you hurt Rena? I don't know. I wouldn't want Keiichi to hurt Rena, but he has to fight back. He has to fight back. He has to fight back if he wants to live. I don't know if he can, though. I don't know if I could. It's so shitty. It's so fucking shitty. I hid myself behind the tree once again and recalled the unbelievable sight I just saw. What was that just now? The embodiment of terror laid bare. Baseball, practicing my swing, there were tons of excuses for me to be carrying a bat. But for that hatchet, no. There was no excuse for that. A hatchet just like that? Just like that. Ooh.
かくれんぼかなかな
Rena. Oh, my heart was pounding hard enough that I had trouble breathing. You and me, buddy. And I'm just watching. I'm just playing the damn game. I would run. I would not make it, but I would run. And I would keep running. And I'd probably like trip and fall and like die or something. I don't know. Or more likely, I'd be paralyzed by fear. Honestly, let's be real. Honestly, I don't know how I would react in that situation. I guess you don't know until you're put in one. The little composure I had been able to hold on to was now crushed. In its place, cold sweat gushed forth, covering my entire body, letting me know precisely what kind of emotion had taken hold. Yeah. That the adrenaline's gone, the resolve is gone. Barely staving off the fear, I was gone. As soon as he saw Rena, that expression, that hatchet, it's so blatant, it's so terrifying. It's like it's not even really a juxtaposition at this point, just to see Rena act like this. It's we've seen it there before, but it's fully out now. But it's still jarring in that way. Because you think of everything that's happened before, even back to the beginning, like everything. It's too much. This is too much, man. It's too much. Not good. I wasn't able to hide myself completely. She already knew I was here.
レナを驚かせようとしたのかなかな
She is not scared anymore. The crazy part is that it's her fear that's completely taken over her and has become something completely terrifying. Yeah. I decided that it would be better to reveal myself now since there is still space between us than to allow Rena to come any closer. Yeah, that's probably smart at this point. You wouldn't want her to just come around a tree and then bang! Hey, what were you saying earlier, Keiichi, about a samurai thing? It's not exactly that, but here we go. I adjusted my grip on the bat again, readied myself mentally, and stepped out from behind the tree. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I hate that sprite so much. I hate it. I hate it so much. She is so close to the screen. Her eyes just pierce everything. I can't do this. I can't do this. I hate this game so much. I hate it. I love the writing. I hate this game. Ugh. Fuck me, man. Fuck me. Rena was pleased that she found me, eliciting a mysterious giggle. Her mouth was smiling. Her eyes told me she was displeased by the fact that I had been hiding. Those eyes, they were just so empty. I can't do, guys, I can't do this. I can't fucking do this. I can't do this. Hit me with it. Just hit me with it. Just do it. Just do it. Not good. In the pit of my stomach, some sort of viscous, hot and cold substance began spreading around. If I allowed it, that substance would slip into my bloodstream and undoubtedly freeze all the organs in my body. Dude, he's freezing up. Oh my god. Not good, not good. I'll be devoured by Rena at this rate. Strike back. Don't lose. I blustered, hiding behind my bravado, but Rena didn't flinch one bit. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Heading home, then what about... Don't lie, Keiichi. I swear to god if you lie right now. Nope, taking off my headphones. No, okay, I'll keep them on. Then I'm treasure hunting. Rena gave a flippant explanation as to why she had such a fearsome weapon. Treasure hunting. Are you the next trophy, Keiichi? Oh my god. A cute thing. Yep, it's the same hatchet, dude. It's the same one. Oh no, you had the hatchet already. You're going to dig out the cute thing. What's the cute thing, Rena? What's it gonna be? Dude. I can't. Rena's laugh was obviously very strange. I'd seen Rena's transformation many times before, but the one today was completely different, like her mischievous tone and the shrewd glint in her eyes. It wasn't something that roundabout. I'm not sure what to say, it was just so obvious. No. Nope. I have to keep going, though. I have to keep going. It's the only way. If I don't keep going, I'm going to stop, and I can't do that because I have to get through this. I have to just keep going. Rena didn't stop walking, even as she let out that eerie laugh. Whenever Rena got too close to me, I would scurry away and turn back towards her. The cycle repeated over and over. What the fuck? Oh my god, that's so terrifying. And he's not going to attack her. He's not going to attack her. And I don't blame him. I would not be able to either. He doesn't have some, like, innate, like... Not innate, but this indoctrinating fear. This complete, just overshadowing, just, like... palpable force, this belief in Oyashiro, that fear that completely takes hold and makes you into a demon, that brings the worst out of you. It's obviously no excuse, it's just understandable, you know, how Rena can, like, completely discard everything behind that, right? Keiichi doesn't have anything like that. He has always been who he's been. He's just been breaking down slowly because that's all, like, he is. His fear is just purely, like, from what's happening to him. There's no... He can't win this. Like, mentally he can't, so it's just, there's no... I think it ends at his house. I think he'll make it, but she's not gonna stop. She might chop that door down, dude. Oh my god. No matter how you looked at it, I was being chased by Rena and was trying to escape. She has to. That laugh. Oh my god, that laugh. When I met with Rena on this road yesterday, she cowered and trembled as she followed my commands. That's such a distant memory, literally for me, but it's just I can't. That is so far gone. But today was different. Rena didn't show a hint of trepidation. Actually, wasn't I the one who was cowering? If the way home for Rena and me was the same, that's fine. I'd just change my route. That'd work out, wouldn't it? He has to cling to that little naivety. Just... I turned onto a side street I'd never been down and knew little about. Of course! There's that damn sprite again. But Rena saw me do that and followed me while laughing. Why? Why? Aren't you going home? Just go home down the street you normally do. His mind is working so hard to just... But no. Any resolve, any like sense of calmness or acceptance or anything is just completely fallen through. He's in free fall right now. And he's gonna hit the ground soon, man. This is so shitty to just watch. Why would you follow me down this weird little side road? Was not screamed in my head, eventually spilling out of my mouth. Excuse me. The tone of my voice was already tinged with terror.
ケイチ君とお話ししたいから。ケイチ君もレナとお話ししたいんじゃないかな。かな。
No thanks.
俺は何も話したいことなんかない。
嘘だよね。
Oh, don't say that. I have like almost like trauma from that. Don't say it again. Don't say it again.
相談したいこときっとあるはずだよ。
To ask you about.
ない。レナと
Don't
話
lie.
すことなんか何
Don't
もない
lie.
よ。
Don't lie.
嘘だよね。
Fuck. Stop saying that. Stop saying that.
嘘じゃないよ。
Fuck, here it comes.
嘘だ。
Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Oh my god, that face again. Actually, I don't know if we've seen that kind of angry face. We've definitely seen one before, though. Fuck me, dude. I was waiting for it that whole time, and oh my god. I'm never gonna be ready for that. I'm never gonna be ready for that. Rena's scream echoed, startling some nearby birds into flight. I cringed in fear. The only other thing I could do was increase my pace.
話しようよ、ケイチ君。お話。お話。
Why was I running down this unfamiliar and deserted street?
ケイチ君には悩んでることがあるんじゃないかな。
This is such insane cruelty from Rena. Like, the switch from yesterday is insane. Like Keiichi said, we've seen her transform before, but this is like, I cannot take this right now. This is... And if I said before that I'd rather deal with Demon Meal than fucking Demon Rena, I really mean that now. This is...
ないよ。何も悩んでない。
嘘だ。
Even though I was running, even though Rena was walking, why wasn't I getting any farther away?
わかるよ。わかる。レナはわかるよ。怖いんだよね、ケイチ君。
怖くなんかない。何も怖いことなんか。
嘘だ。
My breathing grew heavy and it felt like my legs were giving out from beneath me. Rena wasn't even breaking a sweat.
レナだけは相談に乗ってあげられるよ。 今度こそ乗ってあげられる。
I had no idea what she was talking about or what exactly she wanted to do.
今度こそ相談に乗ってあげられる。サトシ君の時とは違うもの。
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, were you the one who killed Satoshi? Was it you? Like, honestly, you? Was she the one they sent after Satoshi? When she said Satoshi's name, I turned back for a moment. But even as I did that, Rena was still advancing. I couldn't afford to stop.
サトシ君も悩んでた。
Dude, he's just trying to run away, and the whole time she's like, "You're worried about something, aren't you? No, liar. Or don't you want to ask me something? No, liar." And then she's like taunting him about Satoshi. Oh my goodness.
辛そうだった。でもレナは相談に乗ってあげられなかった。
You didn't listen. Oh my god.
とても悲しかった。
It's so crazy. That little tinge of humanity, even in her demon mode. After like she was, I guess she was the one who killed Satoshi herself. Confirmed. We might have learned that before, but it's been a while. Sorry. Where she was still sad that she didn't listen to what he had to say, as he was like, I guess, running for his life and pleading and cowering or whatever, you know. Whatever it was, whatever he said. She didn't listen. She just killed him, I guess. But just that little tinge, like that sadness she felt. So even though she's still going to do the same thing, because that's what she's supposed to do, I guess. She's just as much of a victim to the village as anyone else, except she just happens to be a part of it and not be a victim. A direct victim, anyway, in terms of being killed. But that is just... And again, I'm not trying to be one of those people who's like, oh man, this killer, this like serial killer, man, he's so misunderstood. Like, I trust me, I'm not one of those people. Like obviously, like Rena, what the fuck? Like, she should not be doing this shit at all, obviously. But it's just like, man, it's just everything is so fucked. But just that little thing though was just like, wow. Where did the street connect to? All these twists and turns, ups and downs. It was hard to believe that this was even remotely in a direction towards my house. My sense of direction had long since gone out the window.
サトシ君が転校しちゃった時ね、本当に後悔したんだよ。レナが相談に乗ってあげれば、サトシ君は転校せずに済んだかもしれないって。
What?
すごく後悔した。
That's so interesting. I mean, Rena's Rena. Of course, she'll like regret, I guess, some aspect of that. But even saying that if she did that, maybe he wouldn't have died. Like, her own rationale for things is so fucked. She gonna pop on screen again? Okay. I'm not ready for that sprite again. The road led me deeper into the forest. Wasn't I getting farther away from the village the more I ran? Whoa! We're going far, far, far. Okay. He's going. Yeah. If you're gonna run, then you just run. The house isn't safe. It never was. You just go. I lost more and more of my composure the more I thought about it. But despite this realization, my inner self was still disturbingly calm. Really?
だからね、
That's interesting.
誓ったの。
Okay.
もしもサトシ君みたいに苦しんでる人にもう一度会えたなら、
Whoa.
レナが助けてあげようって。
Whoa.
もう人が転校するところは見たくないな。
Wants to save? That's why she was like trying to warn him and trying to help him yesterday. Like, she was trying to, like, in her own way, like, do that. Like, so I wonder if she means that, or if she literally means that her doing this now is her way of saving him now. I don't know which she means. probably like all her efforts before, but it's too. I think it's more likely that all her efforts before was her trying, like her vow, her trying to save him, but now it's too late. After everything that's happened, what Keiichi did, like it's turned out, she can't save him after all. And I guess it's gonna pile on her regrets or whatever. Which, you know, sucks for her. But, you know, I wish Keiichi didn't have to die for that. God, man. This fucking sucks. Damn it. What does transfer even mean? I won't let you transfer me. Though that is a good question. You know what? Yeah, because I don't think they've ever truly answered what that exactly means. So maybe it is the second thing, where her, like, killing him with a machete is somehow more merciful than him being transferred. Right? Because there's the bottomless lake, right? There's the method being ritualistic for the transfer is likely, you know? We may have even learned that before, but again, I'm remembering things as I go. Or relearning things, maybe. My god. I won't end up the same as Satoshi.
さあ、ケイイチ君、レナに話して。
God.
レナはきっとケイイチ君を理解してあげられるよ。レナだけはケイイチ君の味方。
And she's probably not lying, but this way doesn't seem so pleasant either. I started wheezing out of breath. My lungs were so hot that they felt like they were going to explode, and my heart was beating so hard as it possibly could. I should have practiced running instead of my swing. That is such a funny thought to have when you're like in such a dire situation. I mean, I bet it's, oh my god, because I could picture like having a thought like that, like, man, I should have exercised more so I could run away from this fucking killer, man. Wow. God. I couldn't even afford to scoff at that stupid thought.
悩みがなくなれば、きっとケイイチ君も元通り。みんなとも仲良しに戻れて、また楽しく部活ができるよ。
Rena, even you know that's not true. So is she really like playing for him to truly like let go? Like, cause she wants that, cause yeah, like it was like yesterday and all the times I ran on before. She loved those times too. They're all like, they're kids still. They're all like, they are people. They still value like these times they had and like they wanted that. But it's just this so happens to be Hinamizawa. So as much as she wants it, like she knows it can't happen, man. This fucking sucks. It's like everyone's playing a role, but they can't break out. It's so fucking fucked. Whoa. Oh, like in an activity, right? Oh my god. Yeah, how much fun that would be. Ren, I couldn't even imagine how much I wished I could turn back the clock on these past few days, yeah? Uh-huh. Yeah, that was good times.
今度はお弁当も作っていくよ。なんなら今から宝探しでもいいよ。行こうよ、一緒にダム現場。
We could do that. Let's pretend this never
見
happens.
つけたばかりのかいいの、ケイイチ君にも見せてあげるね。
Uh-huh.
きっとケイイチ君も気に入るよ。
That's a very good laugh, I gotta say. Oh, man. Because it's like she means it, but it's like she knows, man. It's just... It's yeah. Fuck me, man. My footsteps made pathetic flapping sounds as my legs wobbled and faltered. It's like she wants to, but it's not gonna happen. Hot on my heels, Rena's steps were sharply breaking twigs underfoot. I had to accept it. I was on the run, being chased by Rena. If she caught me, it was all over. I realized it instinctively. I couldn't even begin to think of what the end would entail. Just that if I was caught, it was all over. That's all I knew. It didn't matter how it was going to end, I wouldn't let it end. Not without knowing anything not yet he has to know. I respect it, because that's all he can do. It's all he has. It's sad as fuck, but you gotta learn something, man. Or even some sense of inner peace before this shit, like, ends, man. That momentary lapse was all it took. Of all the things that could have happened, my knees buckled underneath me and I crumbled towards the ground. Fuck. I tried to stand frantically, urging my legs to respond. I used my bat as a makeshift cane to prop myself up, but Rena was already standing right in front of me. Oh my god. Compared to me, out of breath and utterly exhausted, Rena was so cool and composed that she could have froze the air around her. She wasn't breathing hard at all. Rather, I couldn't even sense if her heart was beating. Terrifying, terrifying.
Whatが怖いのかな。怯えるなんてケイチくんらしくないよ。
Her expression looked almost affectionate. Those soulless eyes, that mask of affection. Oh my god, as she admonished me for trembling, Rena's hands deftly slipped over her head. Whoa. Oh, she's about to bring it down on him. The blur of arms as they moved made me feel as if I was staring at the godliness of the thousand-armed Buddha. Then as both of her hands met above her head, the hatchet that she held came into focus. Yep, she's about to bear down. Oh my god. I stared up at it in disbelief. It was all I could do.
教えてくれ。
She's gonna listen.
サトシはどうなったんだよ。
Okay, we're gonna find out for sure what happened to Satoshi. Come on, you have to answer, Rena. You said you would listen. Come on. Rena stayed like that with that hatchet raised above her head and solemnly opened her mouth. She's gonna say, I killed him, Teehee. It was as if she was expressing a farewell to a friend she was never to see again. That cruel scenario resided somewhere in her actions. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
言ったよ。サトシくんは転校したの。
God damn it, Rena.
その転校ってのをやめろよ。鬼隠しってことなんだろ。
Onikakushi. Because we know how other people were killed, right? So it's like, but what does transferred mean? Like, specifically with Satoshi, you know, what happened to him and what happened? Is it the same that's happening to Keiichi? Did you chop him up?
そうだろ。
Is this your way of saving him? I don't know. Rena, come on, tell us.
もう教えてくれたっていいだろ。サトシを消したのは誰だよ。
It was her. It had to have been her.
レナかミオかそれとも村の誰かが答えろよ。
He has to know, please. I became frantic the more I screamed, but Rena did nothing but maintain the smile frozen on her face.
ケイチくんが何を言ってるかわからないな。
Rena.
じゃあ分かるように言ってやる。連続開始事件の犯人は誰だ。
Whoa. That's an even bigger question. What's she gonna say to that? Please, Rena. If there is any semblance of like if you truly met your regrets.
ケイチくんは勘違いしてるよ。
What? Confused?
え
What do you mean?
人間の犯人なんかいない。
Oh my god. Don't you dare say Oyashiro.
すべてはお社様が決めることだ
Fuck
もん。
out of here. Like, yeah, the belief makes it real, but people are still doing that shit. Damn it.
お社様のたたりなんて迷信だろ。レナは信じてるってのか。
Of course she does. That's why she's even doing this.
信じるとか信じないとかじゃない。お社様はいるの。
Because the things happen whether you believe it or not. Oh my god. Rena's gaze grew even more gelid. Gelid. I've never seen that word before. The ferocity of her stare was so intense, not allowing me to question
お
anything.
社様なんているわけが。
ケイチくんは信じないの？お社様。
Oh no. Oh no. Dude, I swear if Rena turns into an actual demon, like if her voice goes like demonic, like you don't believe? Oh my god. If the screen gets any redder, I swear. This pop filter does not shield enough of the screen.
信じられるはずないだろ。そんなのいるわけがない。
いるよ、お社様。 圭一くんだって身近に感じてるはずだよ。
Felt it personally.
そんなもの感じたことないよ。
圭一くんさ、誰かに謝られたことない？
What?
それもずっと。
Constantly apologizing. All noise from the outside world disappeared. Only Rena's voice resounded loudly and terribly. She's not talking about what the Higurashi were saying earlier, right? And especially like what that dying one said. But yo, he listened to the dying Higurashi laying on the floor, like twitching and like just dying the same way like Rena's listening to him right now. Holy shit. And I figured that would be foreshadowing, but yeah, goddamn.
それはね、許してもらえるまで
Forgive them.
ずっとついてくるの。学校へも、お家へも、枕元へも。
Till you forgive them, the apologizing voices will always be with you. This is what she experienced before her transfer. I couldn't understand what Rena was saying.
レナのところへも来たんだよ。
Yeah, yeah.
お社様。だからレナは転校して、
Yeah.
ひなみ沢に帰ってきたの。
I always go back and forth on whether I actually believe in some superstitious entity or whether it's just palpable belief. Could be both, I don't know. But with Rena specifically, it's like she came from Hinawizawa to there, so it was already instilled. But the fact that it happened so vividly to her before she transferred is just like, I don't know, man. I mean, she already had issues to begin with. I think they were just exasperated by that belief, but I don't know. Regardless, it's real to them anyway, whether it exists or not. That's what she's saying. I don't understand. I don't understand. What does transfer even mean? What was Rena
圭
saying?
一くんのところにも、お社様、来てるんじゃない？
I don't think so, Rena.
きっと相談に乗れるのは私だけ。圭一くんを転校なんかさせないから。
I won't let you transfer out. What does that mean? What does that mean, Rena? Because why would confiding that, why would, like... She still wants to save him, so what does transferring out mean? That this situation is preferable? Is she, like, trying to... She's like trying to strong-arm him, trying to, like, force him into, like, making things back how they were into being okay? Because she hasn't swung yet. She's listening. She's, like, really trying. Like, this, in her own way, this is, like... her care. But I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep going. Fuck, man. Rena's demented laughter clanged around inside my head. Was Rena saying Oyashiro-sama came to her as well? That's right. Last night I had heard about that when I asked about Rena. Flashback.
無用でお願いします。また内容には一部憶測も含まれているかもしれません。すべてが真実ではないかもしれないということです。
This is good for me because this is from the last video so long ago. But I also don't know if we got to see this entire conversation, so it might be good either way.
よろしいですね。
Ushi-san began
被
speaking.
害者も学校も告訴していないので、調書がないのです。
No one filed a complaint, even after all that shit that happened.
つまり警察が関与してないわけなんですよ。ですから詳細は関係者からの聞き取りのみなのです。つまり信憑性が高くない。
被害者って言いましたか？レナはガラスを割っただけじゃないんですか？
Yeah, that's what we heard she did, but I guess that wasn't all.
いえ、男子生徒が3人ほどリュウグウレナに殴られています。金属バットでです。
Using a metal bat.
2人はあざで済みましたが、1人は片目に後遺症を残すほどの大怪我をしたそうです。
それって傷害事件じゃないんですか？警察は逮捕とかしないんですか？
どういうわけか被害者が告発しないんですよ。 警察に届け出がないので。
Oh, I'm sorry, my camera's been... The hell? Well, that's where my camera goes for Higurashi. Sorry guys, I'm so fucking dumb. I was on the wrong scene in OBS, damn it. Sorry, it's been a while. Man, it's been blocking a lot of the text the whole time. I'm sorry guys. I'll have to go back through the thing. Let's see. They were beaten with a bat and suffered significant injuries. Normally there would be a criminal investigation. But why didn't they press charges?
被害者の男子生徒3人にもそれぞれ話を聞こうとしましたが、全員口が重いんです。こう言ってはなんですが、怯えてるんですよ。彼女が転校した今でも。
大石さん、話を最初から整理して話してくれませんか？
Rena hit people while she broke the windows? Or was it she started breaking the windows after she got bored of hitting people? They sounded similar, but the meanings were drastically different.
暴月暴日。
Okay, let's see.
リュウグウレナは親しい男子生徒3人と一緒にプール倉庫のあたりで話をしていました。
They were close friends.
その3人って何者ですか？
個人名は伏せますが、3人ともリュウグウレナととても親しい仲良しグループだったそうです。彼女はこう言ってんだったんですな。
So it wasn't that strange that the four of them were together.
それでどうなったんです？
理由はわかりません。リュウグウレナはプール倉庫脇にあった野球部のバッグを手に取り、3人を次々に殴り倒しました。
Why suddenly do that? Because of Yashiro? There were no witnesses. This was an account pieced together by the information given at the time of the incident. One day after school, Rena and 3 male students were at the pool storage shed talking together. They weren't seeking help, rather they usually met up there. It appears it became a heated discussion. Oh. At that time, Rena underwent a change. The change was so abrupt that the 3 of them didn't comprehend what was happening. Then, taking the metal bat, she attacked her friends one after the other. What the fuck? Dude. Leaving her friends covered in blood with gashes on their heads, she made her way towards the school building. Yeah, that's CG. And she broke the glass windows one after the other. A few minutes later, a teacher appeared on scene and subdued her.
レナに起こった変化って何ですか
？3人の証言で一致するのは、突然人が変わった、豹変したという点です。
豹変
Transformation. Even back then, oh, I guess that was the first big one. I also could recall Rena's transformation. I'd seen that change many times before. It was so different from the usual Rena that I couldn't help but believe it was someone else who looked like Rena.
その豹変っていうのはたびたびあったことなんですか？
いえ、そういうのは全くなかったそうです。私も調べられる限り、彼女の過去や病歴等を追ってみましたが、見つけることはできませんでした。
そのレナみたいに突然人が変わる現象って結構あるんですか？
もちろんありますよ。精神的なものから性格的なものまでたくさんあります。
では、
I'm sure.
レナには潜在的に豹変する要素があったってことですか？
断言はできません。ですが、リュウグウレナをよく知る友人たちからの証言では、とても彼女にそういう要素があるようには思えません。
Kind, caring, and adorable. Even before she transferred here, she was probably pretty popular in school like she was now. A girl transforming suddenly and assaulting them with a bat. Who could imagine such a thing? Nobody could have seen it coming. I myself sometimes believe that I was mistaken for thinking that was Rena, even now.
そしてどうなったんですか？
学校の正面が病院でしたので、3人はすぐに病院に担ぎ込まれ、手当てを受けました。
レナは、警察はどうして警察沙汰にならなかったんですか？
警察は呼ばれなければ関与はできませんからね。
一人は後遺症を残すくらい大怪我したんじゃないんですか？どうして訴えないんです？
That's so, yeah, it's so like no one called the police, no one, like nothing. The teacher just subdued her. They were sent to the hospital, and that was it. Like what?
私もそこは引っかかりました。
And yeah, like injuries like that, or that particular one with the, like destroyed one of their eyes. Like, dude.
何かの圧力、もしくは脅迫があったの
Of
か。
course.
それとも訴えたくても訴えられない理由があったのか。
Either it was threat or pressure, or they had a reason they couldn't file if they wanted to.
もちろん大石さんのことですから調べたんですよね。
ねえ、まあ。ですが、初めに言いましたよね。被害者たちの口がとにかく重いのです。触れたがらないというか、関わりたくないというか。
They didn't want any more trouble. Probably smart, but it just sucks. This is so like can't get information out of anyone. Reluctant to talk. Didn't want to touch it. Didn't want to be involved. Yep. He resembles the villagers here in Oyashiro-sama's curse. Exactly, dude. It's just... That's why it's so hard to do anything. Like, for the cops, as an individual, there's no power. There's no, like... You cannot, like... systemically fight back against it because... this system itself is just so... just powerful. You have to like do something independently, and it's not enough. Certainly not just Keiichi and Oishi. You know, Keiichi is bait here and just... But it makes me wonder what they were talking about, that heated discussion Rena was having with those three boys. That it got so heated. I wonder what it was, because then she snapped. So what was it? Obviously it's the influence of Oyashiro-sama, her being... you know, visited, and the voices apologizing and forgiving them. They'll always be there unless you forgive them. And, you know, whatever psychologically she had going on anyway, but I don't know. Regardless, yeah, that's always the problem. No one
何も
talks.
聞けなかったんですか。
学校は聖域なんですよ。隠蔽体質とでも言いますか。私も捜査令状を取ってませんから弱いんですよね。
じゃあ学校側はノーコメント。
いえ、事件の存在自体を
Wow,
否定
what
し
the
ました。
fuck? Yikes. Even the school itself.
ですが某日、間違いなく病院に3人の男子生徒が打撲で担ぎ込まれたのは事実なんです。病院にその記録が残ってますので。
被害者は語らず学校は否定する。何もわからないじゃないですか。
There's nothing, absolutely nothing. We don't know anything.
ねえ、その事件があったという事実以上のことは何もわかりません。被害者たちもこの事件が公になることを望んでいませんので、私と前原さん、私たち2人が忘れれば事件はそのまま闇に消えるでしょうな。
For a brief period, we sat in silence. At first glance, it looked like a simple assault case, but that was just the tip of the iceberg. The depths were obscured by roiling waves sinking quietly into the void, as if it never existed to begin with. Yeah.
その後、
It's a good
学
metaphor
校
for
を
it.
謹慎で休学します。そしてその間、神経科医のカウンセリングを受けました。
その医者からは何か聞けたんですか。
これがまた職業倫
Of
理の
course,
しっかりした尊敬すべき方でしてね。
Very unethical to talk about that kind of thing.
口が硬いんですよ。もうとにかく。
Though I don't know much about that anyway. I wonder how that is when it's involved with police. I wonder if that confidentiality is the same, or if they have to like share certain things. And if, you know, and if they are able to share things with police, if the fact that they were, because he's saying, or at least very tight-lipped, then could have been the same with them too. You know, whatever they heard Rena say or whatever they experienced with Rena. Very, very freaky.
警察手帳を見せてもダメなんですか。
書面で申請しろと言われ
A
ました。
warrant.
手帳自体に法的拘束力は何もありませんからね。
じゃあ大石さんはどうやってレナがお社様のことを告白したことを知ったんですか。
一部を聞いてた看護師さんがいましてね。 この方は手帳を見せただけで協力してください。
Okay, shout out to that one nurse.
それでなんと
Turns out that the nurse hadn't heard everything. Apparently all that she remembered was that she overheard from inside the
看護
room.
師さんが言うには、その時のリュウグウレナはとても淡々としていて落ち着いていたそうです。
It was more like she was confessing her sins at a church than a counseling session. She spoke with her mother there for some of it, but partway through her mother was asked to leave, so it became a private counseling session between just the doctor and Rena for a while.
例のお社様の話はどこで出てきたんですか？
途中です。その名前を突然叫んだのです。だから看護師さんもびっくりして聞き耳を立てたのです。
お社様です。
Rena suddenly shouted that. I had no idea what was said before that, so I had no idea what the meaning behind it could have been. That's all they got. I mean, that's big in itself, but that's all. The doctor calmly and collectedly asked Rena to have a seat.
そのお社様というのは何ですか？
Ooh, okay. Gently, ever so gently. A fundamental part of counseling is to be a good, patient listener.
ひなみ沢を捨てた人は必ずお社様に追われるんです。
Whoever abandons Hinamizawa.
そしてとうとう私のところにも来たんです。
Dude. There it is, and we did. I'm pretty sure we did learn that before, because like our boy, what was his name? Tomitake. Like he left before, right? And he would like come and go. But that thing in particular, I think we did hear before. If not, then that's like huge because yeah. Pretty sure we did learn that before though, but yeah, if she believed that, then that's what it was. I mean, but is it real though, or did it just got to her? Like she already believed that, so it's like it finally got me. I experienced this phenomenon, so it's clearly them. Time to go demon mode.
リュウグウさんが今のお家に引っ越される前に住んでいた町ですね。
私は引っ越したくなかったけど、お母さんとお父さんの都合で仕方なく引っ越しました。でもお社様は許してくれなかったんです。
リュウグウさんはきっとひなみ沢にもお友達がたくさんいたんでしょうね。今でも懐かしいんじゃないですか？
帰りたい。ひなみ沢に帰りたい。帰りたいんじゃない。帰らなきゃいけない。
And yeah, because that also plays into her like feeling repentant for leaving and doing all the things that she does, right? Yeah, we've definitely talked about that before. It's all coming back to me.
本当はもっと早くに帰らなきゃいけなかった。でももうダメ。お社様が来てしまった。
My goodness.
お社様というのはそのひなみ沢の神様なんですね。
誰でも知ってるひなみ沢の守り神様なんです。それでひなみ沢を捨てて出て行こうとすると罰を当てるんです。
リュウグウさんが引っ越しをされたのはもうずいぶん前ですよね。では今になってその神様がやってきたということですか？
It's a fair point.
信じないでしょうけど、お社様はいるんです。
A nurse was then asked by another nurse to do something and left the room. That was all she remembered. That's all we got, but
お社様がか。
確かにひなみ沢にはそういう迷信があります。里を捨てて出ていくとお社様の罰が当たる。この辺りは前原さんもすでにご存知ですよね。
I knew very well that what those scorned by the village incurred. Yeah, for sure. To hinder the dam construction project, they cursed the construction foreman to his death. And the following year, Satoko's parents, supporters, and leading advocates for the dam were cursed to their death. But this was the first time I've heard of the curse incurred by leaving the village.
初耳です。
Okay, so we hadn't learned that before. Okay.
村の外敵がたたられるのはわかりますが、どうして出ていく村人まで？
Maybe it's just a thought I had before. I don't know. Hard to remember.
普通出ていくものはたたられないものじゃないんですか？
I know it's a bit strange to say it, but I could see it as a rule that the people who come in are the ones who would be cursed. Far from Jupiter, far from his thunder. Curses weren't something to chase after people that leave, were they? Ueshi-san pondered for a bit over on the other end of the receiver, then began speaking again.
ひなみ沢が大昔鬼ヶ淵と呼ばれていたという話をしましたよね。
I recalled hearing that. Long ago, Hinamizawa was feared and respected as the village of demons.
ふもとの村人たちは鬼たちを崇めていました。で、鬼ヶ淵は神聖な土地なので絶対に
Hallowed ground.
むやみに立ち入るとお社様のたたりがあるとされてきたんです。
That was the belief back then. To set foot there is to be cursed. I could
そ
understand
れは
that.
わかります。でも出ていくのまでダメってのは。
鬼たちもまたですね。属性に出ていかないようお社様に厳しく見張られていた。
Interesting. Okay.
つまりお社様っていうのは属性と鬼ヶ淵の交流を禁じていたんでしょうな。
I see. Finally understood what sort of thing Oyashiro-sama was.
つまりお社様ってのは守
A
り神ってより
warden.
も
Yeah.
監視者なんですね。
Interesting.
この地を外界から隔離しようとする。
そんな感じになるんでしょうな。すみません。私も詳しくないんです。この辺りはばあ様の受け売りでして。
Shout out to Mom. That adds a little more context from what we understand about Hinamizawa's history. But I mean, it's still, that's just the superstition, right? I mean, we get further into the roots of the superstition, how deeply rooted it is into, you know, the psyche, the beliefs of the people who are born here, who grew up here, get affected by things, and those fuel the belief in itself. Like, but even though I'm like 99% sure that's what it is, like believing in it, just giving it power in itself, like even though I'm mostly sure that's what it is, there's still that part of me, it's like, well, what if it is like actually something superstitious that's real? I don't know. I could understand it a bit better if it was like that. Those who came to Hinamizawa would be cursed, and those who tried to leave would also be cursed. So because Rena, excuse me. So because Rena originally lived in Hinamizawa and moved away, she fulfilled the requirements for being
つまり
cursed.
レナは望まない引っ越しをしたためお社様のたたりにあったとそう話しているわけですか。
要約するとそういう意味なんでしょうな。実際この後しばらくしてひなみ沢に引っ越していますから。
Those who abandoned Hinamizawa and left were cursed. But then why only Rena? Shouldn't Rena's parents also have been guilty of the same transgression by moving away and have been cursed? You would think that, yeah, that's true. Also, in this day and age in Japan, shouldn't there be a lot of people coming and going? If every single one of them was cursed, then it'd be insane. But in reality, it wasn't that big of a deal at all. At most, there would be one person dying and one disappearing on the day of the Watanagashi. I don't like saying at most, though.
まあ、とに
Yeah.
かく
It's a bit grim to think about in those terms. It is a fair question why it's only one, or why more people aren't affected. I mean, if anything, it just points more to the control tactics, the fear tactics of the belief itself, but I don't know.
わからないことだらけなんですよ。お社様のたたりがどうだったにせよ、クラスメートを金属バットで殴った理由にはなりませんし、被害者が訴えない理由にもなりません。
That's why I really want to know what she told them, because they, in the school itself, like, that's not Hinamizawa. I don't remember exactly where she moved, but if it was a place I was aware of Hinamizawa, they would have to respect that for that part to make sense of why they wouldn't say anything, no file charges, like forget the incident ever happened. Like that's a serious thing, you know. She's like just a transfer student. Like she just came in, she was fine, and then she went crazy. Like no one made a big deal out of it. Nobody. So what did she say to them? Or what did they already know about Hinamizawa? Because it could just easily that they already knew, but if it's something deeper than that, then I have no idea. There's still a lot of mystery, of course.
まさか前原さんも恐ろしいたたりが起こって被害者たちがすくみ上がった。
That's what I'm thinking. That's like
信
really
じるわけないですよね。
that's like really all that makes sense outside of what we know. Or within what we know. Of course I didn't want to believe it, but more importantly I had just realized something else. There was another bizarre connection that Rena made between Oyashiro-sama's curse and metal bats. Satoshi fell victim to Oyashiro-sama's curse and went missing. I had recently learned that Satoshi had also become infatuated with the metal bat right before he disappeared, just like me. And yep, the weapon she used. Then Rena as well. She was affected by Oyashiro-sama's curse. She confessed that much to the doctor. And the weapon which she had used at the time of that horrendous act was, again, a metal bat. Finally, me. I'd encountered various things that were inexplicable, and now I was holding onto a metal bat. I was shocked when I learned that Satoshi did the same thing. It couldn't be. Had the same thing happened to Rena? The same thing happened to Rena. I didn't even think about it that way. Of why she snapped in that moment. Because if she felt threatened in that moment the same way Satoshi and Keiichi did, like, because yeah, she felt cursed. She felt Oyashiro's wrath coming for her. She got the bat. She was with her 3 friends, and then she snapped as if she was fighting back. But I never looked at it that way before. That she was in that somewhat, like, in that parallel position. That's, But there's one critical difference between her and Satoshi's case. That being, Satoshi went missing after falling victim to the curse, but Rena was still here. Yeah, she did not go missing or die or anything. She went on her rampage and then came back. So, wait a second. So Rena survived her curse, what she believed to be her curse, in the way that she did it. So does that mean that she thinks for Keiichi to live that he has to do the same thing? Is that her logic? I don't know. Both of them had fallen victim to Oyashiro-sama's curse, yet they were met with different endings. And finally, me. I couldn't call it a coincidence anymore. Rena, Satoshi, and finally me. Could it be that I really was under Oyashiro-sama's curse right now? It sure feels that way. No, more importantly than that, what should I do now? Satoshi had been demoned away, vanishing without a trace. Rena was fine. I mean, hopefully we're following like a pattern here. I don't know, like a 1-2-1-2 pattern. I don't know. Rena had undergone a change. I could only believe that there was something that wasn't Rena residing within her. I mean, the scarier truth is that this is just, humans, but who knows, man. And here, right now, it was standing before me. And back to it. Hello.
ねえな